The second one is the Dunmer playable Dark Elf Race, and it's a pretty good mod as well. I don't think it will be so good, but it turned up like really good powers and everything. This is the Dunmer House Redoran. You get a few passives for each of them, the same ones. Then you get extra powers for each of them. And for it to be really quick and easy, first I'll show you what it looks like. This is what you get for all of them. Ancestral protection. Your strong connection to your ancestors allows you to call on them for protection. The target gains +2 AC for 10 turns. And the power looks like this. Pretty awesome. Ancestral protection. This one gets your ancestor bless you, granting you an edge in battle. Your weapon attacks deal an additional between 1 and 6 fire damage for 5 turns. This is the animation. Again, really cool. And you get this fiery weapon. And hands too. Pretty cool animation. Awesome animation. So I like it a lot. I think I get Ashborn as a passive. Your dark blood runs hot. You are resistant to fire. I think those are for all of them. It's a passive for all of them, but I'll tell you for sure later. You get Dunmer training. This is for all of them. Your warrior roots grant you proficiency with long swords, short swords, long bows, and short bows. No Redoran strength you get only for Redoran house. Your place in house Redoran has granted you rigorous training. You gain an extra point in strength and proficiency with medium armor and martial weapons. So it's good if you use this subclass to have a barbarian or a fighter type of class, a swords type of class, or clerics or whatever, but with arms. Wolfheart, no. So for all of them you get the Dunmer Race level 1 passives, Dunmer training. You get Ashborn. You can pause and read. You get Ancestral Protection and Ancestor Wrath, which all of them are awesome. For House Redoran, you get Redoran Strength, and the racial ability at level 5, you get Ancestor Favor. Okay. This is Helalu. So you get all these powers and you get Helalu Charm. Turn your Helalu Charm and get yourself out of any situation. So this is at level 5. And when you select this, you get Helalu Deception. Lie and cheat your way through. Not every deal is clean and honest. You gain an advantage on Deception until long rest. And you get Helalu Persuasion. You can select from those two. Make the most of your silver tongue and talk yourself out of or into anything. You gain an advantage on Persuasion until long rest. So I'll show you what they look like. This is good for a rogue type of character, or bard, or warlock, or whatever deceptive character you want to make. I think is once per long rest you can get one of those two. Helalu Persuasion, which looks the same in animation. So you get these two powers. For each of them you get 2 powers, one at first level and one at level 5, but except Telvanni gets one at level 8 too. In Helalu Charisma, your time in Helalu house has gifted you with a silver tongue and local knowledge. You gain an extra point in Charisma and proficiency in Persuasion and Deception. So this is like a really bad deceptive character. It's for a deceptive character. Quick, I'll show you how Telvanni too. I made a sorcerer type of character, a wild nature sorcerer. So You get all those, of course. Ashborn, Dunmer training. You also get levitate freely. Levitation is simply a part of Telvanni life. You can levitate freely while not in combat, and I'll show you the picture at the end with all of those again. And you can select this power, and you can levitate to places you cannot access easily otherwise. So pretty much you can fly, which is awesome. For a sorcerer or a range character, you can go to places you cannot get otherwise, and then shoot like an arrow from there or a magic spell. Levitate to a target position. 18 meters. It looks awesome. Looks godlike. I think this is one of my favorite subclasses. And Telvanni intelligence, you also get passive feature. Your sitting house Telvanni has gifted you skills in magic, so this is good for a wizard or a sorcerer. Do you think it's good for any other class? You gain an extra point in intelligence, proficiency in arcana, and a sorcerer cantrip of your choice. So Hlalu, you get Hlalu's charm, Hlalu charisma. Hlalu charisma is the passive one. The racial ability level 5 is Hlalu charm. The passive one you get at level 1, and then at level 5 you choose between one of those, Hlalu charm, and you select Hlalu persuasion or deception. And for Telvanni, you get the level 1 passive is the Telvanni intelligence, and the racial ability is levitation, and the passive toggle level 8 is levitation. Is simply part of Telvanni life. You can levitate freely while not in combat, so in combat you cannot levitate. So pretty much you need to levitate before combat to a place you want, and then once the combat starts you shoot from there your magic arrow or your spell. This is how this works. You don't get anything else. The others are for the other characters. So yeah, pretty much mage or sorcerer for this house. The Ancestor Wrath looks awesome. So let's check house Indoril really quick. You get Ashborn, of course. You get Dunmer training, of course. Indoril is wisdom. Your position in house Indoril has granted you time amongst the temple's priests. You gain an extra point in wisdom, proficiency in religion, and a cleric cantrip of your choice. This is more for clerics and paladins, I guess. Magic initiate, nope. And you get ancestral protection, of course, and you get blessings of the tree. Recite a prayer to one of the three and receive a blessing to aid you in battle. And after you select that, you select one of these three, and you have Almalexia's blessing. Almalexia's powers protect you. You may pray to her once per long rest for a blessing. Your weapon attack deals an additional between 1 and 6 radiant damage for 5 turns. This is what it looks like. It's the same spell, but it changes. I think it changes the color, or the other one was with the color. This is blue. Then I cannot select the other. And your hands and weapon looks blue too. Awesome. Yeah, we need to long rest. So Almalexia blessings. You get all this yellow background. Your shield, hands and weapon looks yellow. Vivek's blessing. So yeah, it's the same spell, just the color is changed. This one is violet. What? Well, the animation looks the same, but I cannot do it now. Just needs rest. Yeah, it needs long rest. But it's the same as the other two. The difference between all of this is Almalexia blessings is radiant damage. Then Sotasil blessings is lightning damage, the blue one, and the last one is psychic damage. Excuse me, for 5 turns. Okay, so this is pretty much House Indoril. is House Indoril gets at level 1 the Indoril Wisdom and the racial ability at level 5 Blessings of the Tree, which is one of those. And this is what Indoril is. This is what Indoril gets. I'll show you the 6th house. So this is more for a character that is negative 2. This is Warlock or something. So you get Ashborn, the Blighted Blood. The blight in your veins runs deep, and your faith to House Dagoth is unwavering. You are now immune to being poisoned and frightened, and are resistant to poison damage. Dark One Blessing, no. Dunmer Training. Sleeper Awake. No longer shall you dream, for the 6th house has awoken. You have gained immunity to sleep and proficiency in intimidation. Yeah, for a really negative character, or a bad cleric type of character. But I made this one a warlock, I think it fits the best. You get Ray of Blight for the 6th one, for the 6th house, which shoots call upon the blight in your veins to attack your enemy. Can potentially poison the target for 3 turns, between 2 and 20 damage. And the particles effect for the spell are really cool. Look at this stuff. Awesome. So let's shoot this one. This is what it looks like, the power. Awesome. You get to scale it at level 5 and 10. It does between 2 and 20 damage. Well, it already does for me because I'm level 10. It does 3 and 30 damage when you scale it more. That's pretty much. The 6th house, the Ashlander house, I think, is the one remaining. Ashlander house. You get Ashborn. You get Ashlander Constitution. Your Ashlander heritage has taught you how to survive harsh wilderness. You gain an extra point in Constitution and proficiency in survival and perception. This one is for a more like a ranged or a barbarian or a fighter. Ashlander. You get Ashlander Constitution as a passive at level 1. You get racial ability at level 5 as Ashlander Prayer. Recite a prayer to the good Aeterna who guide you so that they may aid you in battle. You get Azura's Prayer. Pray to Azura for her gift of foresight once per long rest. Enemies who target you will suffer a disadvantage on their attack rolls. You get Boetia Prayer. So this one, when you select the prayer, you can choose one of these 3. Pray to Boetia for their favor in battle once per long rest. You gain advantage on attack rolls. Target will suffer a disadvantage on attack rolls. So first one is a disadvantage. Then again, you can get an advantage of attack rolls. Mephalla's Prayer. Prayer to Mephala for her Shroud of Secrecy. Once per long rest, you gain an advantage on stealth checks. If you want to make a stealth character for 5 turns. And this is the prayer and the spell. This is what it looks like. Awesome. This is the Boetia Prayer. Of course the colors are changed, only the colors. And the Mephalla's Prayer. I like the Mephalla the most. This greenish. And this darkness cloud. And the eyes changed too. You can see the green in the eyes and the cloud. Azura's Prayer. I want to see what effects stick to the character. So we get the eyes again. And this violet type of aura, which is awesome. And the Boetia's Prayer. Of course, one cancels the other. So you get red hands, pretty much, and red eyes. The mod is called the Dunmer Playable Dark Elf Race. and you get all these features. Did most features a custom recreation of the Dunmer Race from the Elder Scrolls series. It has a strong focus on the cosmetics and visuals of the Dunmer. However, there are still unique passives and spells and some level progression for each subrace. 6 subraces themed after the great houses, House Dagos and Dashlander. 7 custom spells with custom VFX, I already showed you. And the subraces, custom subraces and subrace icons, as well as passive and spell icons. 11 unique heads, 6 masks, masculine, 5 feminine, with brow ridges, sacrification and support for bodies 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And a total of 50 unique skin tones and 64 eye presets, including blind options. The tattoo atlas with 19 hand-drawn tattoos, an assortment of custom piercings themed after the gaudy gold and green piercing of TES 3. A slew of patches for many popular hair mods, slightly adjusted to fit into the Dunmer Race. If he shows these icons, he's installed correctly. If he doesn't show any icon, he's not installed correctly. So you get all these faces. Bait, pretty cool. You get Bait no scars. I like it with all these scars and tattoos. Mehra. You get Mehra no scars. Like, there are 2 variations of each face. AM, or something like that, I think it's pronounced. Shani. Falena, which looks awesome. This one I like the most. Falena no scars. To install it, go to this mod page, of course. Search, if you didn't, if you're not already on it, search the Dunmer Playable Dark Elf Race. Go to files. I think we don't need anything else. We need the improved UI release, which is just a small mod, just another small mod. So download the version 1. Install with BG3 mod manager. Animation load must be set to high or your heads will float. Really be careful at this. Requires improved UI and improved UI assets. So download this one, go to improved UI release, ready, and download the improved UI and improved UI assets. And go to the BG3 mod manager. You can download it from Google, of course, and drag and drop from the right to the left after all these mods, or if you don't have any other mods, just make it the first. And you have to have improved UI here too. It works with 3.15, but the latest one should work too. Animation LOD, model quality. I have everything at high. Animation level of detail, LOD. So this is it, I guess. Animation level of detail, that is LOD. So set it to high, so your heads don't float. Well, if you want to have floaty heads, maybe set it lower, but whatever you want. Also, before you install all these mods, backup your save files with WinRAR. Maybe put it into Google Drive or some other cloud service, and just be careful when you do this, so your save don't get corrupted. Also, when you start, let's say, another character, just load an autosave, an older save you don't care about of that character. So you see first it works with those new mods. So don't come here and tell me I didn't tell you. The mode is called level 20 multi-class, and this mode allows your characters to reach level 20 provided my multi-class and no single class exceeds 12. So you can reach this mode allows you to reach level 20, but you must multi-class so that no single class exceeds 12. While this will not get you higher level spells and abilities because there are no such spells and abilities in game currently, they have to be modded in. It still allows a wide variety of powerful multi-classes builds. Take the 12 level fast, because otherwise the game will try to level your class to 13 on next level and crash. So like this: Fighter 11, Barbarian 8, Fighter 12, multi-class spells slot table does not go beyond 12, so if you take 20 levels in casting classes, you will not get more than 12 levels worth of spell slots. Same rules apply to companions. This mod comes in 3 variants. Option 1, regular leveling. XP required for each level that level are the same as vanilla for 1 and 12, and build of vanilla progression 13 and 20. However, there are of course not so much XP available in the game itself, so this option is not for those who want to get to 20, but those who want to play fairly and see they can squeeze 1 or 2 more honest levels out of vanilla BG3 by doing all there is to do. This is the one I have, but this allows you to check the classes really quick if you want that. Or if you want faster leveling, you can get option 2. XP required for each level is halved, and higher level XP is more lenient. You should be able to reach at least level 18, maybe more depending on how much XP is in the game. And option 3, instant leveling to reach level 20, only 200 XP are needed. You can just level after the Nautiloid to this on the beach. From the starting of the beach, the Ravage Beach, you already are level 10 at least. This option is mainly for testing out level 20 builds or breezing through the game on subsequent playthroughs, not recommended for serious gameplay. Compatible with fast XP to level 6, which I showed you before. It's good if you remove this fast XP. The entire public folder, which you have this folder, Baldur's Gate 3 root folder data public. You can delete it entirely if you have this fast level or double XP mods, and only install this and it works. So pretty much you install the same as these two, the fast XP and the double XP, which are I think older, and you have to get one of these: double rate, instant rate, or normal rate. I got the instant rate, which is good for what I do, showing mods. Manual download, and then you just install it manually, and that's pretty much it. Go to level 20, go to data, okay, and drag this and drop to this folder, which I showed you right here. Is Baldur's Gate 3 root folder data. So click data folder. Once you are in the data folder, you can click and drag the public folder in there, and then while your game is not launched, and then you can launch the game, and this will work for sure. You can see here I have a few characters which are on the main beach, on the Ravage Beach. So I have Telvanni, and this is the place where, spoiler, we save Lazel, and we already are at level 8. I think we can go even more. Level 10 already. If we get one of these spells really quick. Level 9, level 11, sorry. And it still goes. Level 12. You can see it works. The mod works really cool. What I want to do is multi-class as a wizard too. Wizard level 2. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes. Level 3. I think this is how you do multi-classing. I'm not really sure. Normal Telvanni, level 15. Yeah, it's multi-classing. Sorcerer is at level 11 and this one is at level 4. And there's a total of 15, I guess, yeah. So it works. Let's check really quick. Durable. The total level is 16, level 5 in Wizard. yeah, that was pretty much this mod and today's mods. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have really any suggestion, tell me in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'm Pluvia Aeterna, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.